This is how junior professionals get trapped in jobs that they hate. For many of us, the start of our careers is filled with excitement, ambition, and the promise of bright opportunities ahead. You land that first job, eager to learn, contribute, and climb the corporate ladder. But somewhere along the way, things start to change. The passion fades, the job satisfaction dwindles, and what was once a promising career path begins to feel like a trap. If you're nodding along, you're not alone. Many junior professionals find themselves stuck in jobs they hate, unsure of how they got there or how to escape. But understanding how this happens is the first step towards reclaiming your career and finding a path that aligns with your goals and values. Let's dive into the common traps that ensnare junior professionals and explore how you can avoid them. Number 1, falling for the safe option. So when you're fresh out of school or university, college, and staring down the barrel of student loans and rent payments, it's easy to choose the safe option, a job that offers a steady paycheck and job security, even if it's not your dream role. And while there's nothing wrong with prioritizing financial stability, this decision can sometimes come at a huge cost. You take a job that's good enough, but not fulfilling. Over time, you become comfortable with the routine and the paycheck, even as your dissatisfaction grows. You convince yourself that it's too risky to leave or that you should be grateful for what you have. Before you know it, years pass and you're stuck in a role that drains your energy and motivation. Here's the solution. It's important to balance financial needs with career satisfaction. If you find yourself in a job that's not fulfilling, start exploring your options early on. This doesn't mean you need to quit right away, but you can begin building your skills, networking, and researching roles that align more closely with your passions. Don't let the fear of the unknown keep you in a job that isn't right for you. Number 2, ignoring red flags early on. So when you start a new job, it's natural to experience a learning curve and some initial discomfort. But there's a difference between adjusting to a new role and ignoring red flags that indicate deeper issues. Whether it's a toxic work environment, lack of growth opportunities, or misalignment with company values, these red flags can trap you in a job that's not a good fit for you. So you notice issues early on. Maybe your manager is overly critical, the company culture is unhealthy, or the work doesn't align with your skills. But you brush them off, hoping things will improve. Instead of addressing the problems or considering a change, you push through and these issues start to compound. Eventually, you feel stuck with nowhere to turn. The solution: so trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, don't ignore it. Address the issue directly by having conversations with your manager, HR, or colleagues. If the problem persists and you're still not seeing any positive changes, it's worth considering other opportunities. Your well-being and job satisfaction are too important to be compromised. After all, careers are 30, 40 years long. Number 3, becoming a victim of golden handcuffs. So the term golden handcuffs refers to the perks and benefits that keep you tied to a job, especially when you're unhappy. This could be a high salary, stock options, bonuses, or other financial incentives that make it difficult to leave. While these perks are designed to retain top talent, they can also be a trap for a job that you dislike. So you stay in a job that makes you miserable because you're afraid to walk away from the financial security that it provides. The longer you stay, the harder it becomes to leave, especially as your lifestyle starts to depend on that income. You end up prioritizing money over your mental health and career satisfaction, leading to burnout and resentment. So the solution: financial stability is important, but it's not worth sacrificing your happiness and well-being for. Take a step back and assess your situation and your priorities. If you're feeling trapped by golden handcuffs, consider whether you could adjust your lifestyle to afford more flexibility in your career choices. Start saving, reducing expenses, or exploring side hustles that could give you the financial cushion to pursue a more fulfilling path. Number 4, so succumbing to the sunk cost fallacy. The sunk cost fallacy is the tendency to continue investing in something, whether it's time, money, or effort, because you've already invested so much in it, even when it's no longer serving you. In a career context, this might mean staying in a job you hate because you spent years building your resume or your CV, climbing the ladder, or earning a certain status. So you tell yourself you can't leave now or quit because you've invested so much in this career. You're afraid of starting over, feeling like all your hard work will go to waste if you leave. So you stay even as your dissatisfaction grows, convincing yourself that you're too deep into this path to change course. The solution: so it's important to recognize that the time and effort you've invested in your career are not wasted, even if you choose to pivot. Your skills, experiences, and lessons learned are transferable to new roles and industries. Instead of focusing on what you might lose, consider what you stand to gain by pursuing a career that aligns with your current goals and passions. It's never too late to make a change. Number 5, so fear of change and uncertainty. Fear is a powerful force that can keep you stuck, or keep us stuck, in jobs that we hate. The fear of change, uncertainty, and the unknown can paralyze us, making it seem easier to stay in a familiar, albeit unhappy, situation. This fear can be exacerbated by societal expectations, family pressures, or self-doubt. You convince yourself to stay with the devil you know than to take on something new. You worry about whether you'll be successful in a different role or whether you'll regret leaving this current job. This fear of the unknown keeps you trapped even as your dissatisfaction with your job continues to grow. Solution is straightforward. While change can be scary, it's often necessary for growth and fulfillment. Start by taking small steps to explore your options, networking with professionals in different fields, or even taking on freelance work or side projects in areas of interest. The more you expose yourself to new opportunities, the less intimidating they'll become. Remember, staying in a job you hate out of fear isn't a sustainable solution. It's not going to last. Your performance is going to go down, and eventually you might get fired or made redundant. Number 6, neglecting personal and professional development. So another way junior professionals get trapped in jobs they hate is by neglecting their personal and professional development. When you're stuck in a job that doesn't feel like a challenge or offer you opportunities for growth, it's easy to become complacent. This complacency can lead to a lack of motivation and a feeling of being trapped in a dead-end job. You become comfortable with the status quo and stop seeking out new challenges or learning opportunities. As a result, your skills become stagnant and you lose confidence in your ability to succeed in other roles. You start to believe that you're not capable of doing anything else, which keeps you stuck in a job that you hate. The solution: make continuous learning and development a priority regardless of your current job. So take advantage of any training or development initiatives or programs offered by your employer, or seek out your own opportunities such as online courses, certifications, or networking events. By investing in yourself and your skills, you'll open up new possibilities and increase your confidence in your ability to transition to a more fulfilling career. Number 7, letting external validation drive your decisions. So in today's society, it's easy to let external validation, whether it's in the form of social media, family, friends, or colleagues, drive your career decisions. You might stay in a job you hate because it looks good on your CV, or because you're afraid of what others will think if you leave. This need for external validation can trap you in a career that's not aligned with your true passions and values. Trust me, when it's all said and done, everyone's going to die, people are going to forget about you. So don't seek external validation for these big career decisions or life decisions. So you make career decisions based on what others expect of you, or what you think will impress others, rather than genuinely what makes you happy. Over time, this disconnect with your true desires and your external persona leads to dissatisfaction and a sense of being trapped in a job that you're not really into. The solution: take time to reflect on what you really, truly want out of your career, independent of others' opinions. What are your values, passions, and long-term goals? Once you have a clear understanding of what's important to you, make the decisions that align mostly with your authentic self. Remember, it's your career and your life. No one else's opinions should dictate your choices. Last but not least, number 8, lack of career goals and direction. So finally, many junior professionals get trapped in jobs they hate because they lack clear career goals and direction. Without a clear sense of where you're going or what you want to achieve, it's easy to drift from one job to the next, never truly feeling fulfilled or satisfied. So you move from job to job without a clear plan or direction, taking whatever opportunities come your way. While this might seem like a flexible approach, it can lead to a lack of purpose and direction in your career. As a result, you end up feeling trapped in a series of jobs that you don't actually have a plan for or align with your long-term goals. The solution: so take the time to set clear career goals and develop a plan to achieve them. What do you want to accomplish in the next 5, 10, or even 20 years? What steps do you need to take to get there? By having a clear sense of direction, you'll be able to make more intentional career decisions that align with your long-term vision and help you avoid getting trapped in jobs that don't fulfill you. To wrap it all up, taking control of your career is very important. Getting trapped in a job that you hate can happen to anyone, but it doesn't have to be a permanent situation. By recognizing the common traps that junior professionals are susceptible to and taking proactive steps to avoid them, you can take control of your career and create a path that aligns with your values, passions, and goals. Remember, it's never too late to make a change. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in a career for a few years, you have the power to shape your future and find work that brings you fulfillment and satisfaction. Don't let fear, complacency, or external pressures keep you stuck in a role or a job that you hate. Take action today to create the career and life that you deserve. If you made it to the end, check out the first link below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.